Saints already trailing the Lions 14-0 early in the first quarter. Here's Cordero Patterson. He always runs hard.
Actively trying to get the tight ends involved. He wants to spread this defense out.
They're down at 10. Ritter in trouble. Down he goes. Jermaine Johnson gets up and celebrates. Phillips, number 34, rookie out of Utah. On second down, Boyle connects with Cook out of the backfield, the former Minnesota Viking. Second down and 9. Here's Cook again. Another Jets first down. Third down and 4. Boyle, nice touch. It's complete for the tight end, Tyler Conklin, the former Steeler and Titan. Third down and 12. Boyle in trouble. Down he goes. Second down and 7. Robinson brought down to the end zone for a Jets safety.
Watch Quinnen Williams as he penetrates. They had no chance. Look at how quickly he gets in the backfield. He blows it up. Ashton Davis, he blows it up as well. He's pushing back Parker Hesse. That was domination by that defensive front. And then Ashton Davis cleaning that up. Great job. Winner.
Third down and 5. Time winding down in the first quarter. Boyle over the middle, incomplete. They're on the field a lot more because the Jets are last in time of possession.
Correct. Thanks, Kenny.
Third down and 6. Pass incomplete, intended for Drake London.
And the defensive coordinator, Nielsen, he has put it all together for this Falcons defense.
They're still without A.J. Terrell. Here's Dalvin Cook.
Bumble!
Ball loose. Falcons have recovered.
Second job, Kenny.
Second down and 9. Here's Ritter. Pressure in his face, able to get rid of it, and it's caught by Kyle Pitts for another Falcons first down. Ritter to the end zone. And
Jordan Whitehead is frustrated. He gets right behind Whitehead. Pruitt has control. He is inbounds. That is a touchdown. That we just talked about. Arthur Smith wanted to get the tight ends involved. He's got both of them on go routes. It was Kyle Pitts on the outside. Jets are going to the Super Bowl. Is that what you're saying?
Not saying that. Maybe next year. Third down and 6. Catch made by Garrett Wilson. That's his first reception today.
It's going to be a tough matchup for him if they want to lock him one-on-one with Wilson.
First and 10. Flea flicker. Boyle's pass is caught by Xavier Gibson. Third down and 6. Boyle stands in the pocket, throws over the middle, and reaching up
just got it
to make the catch. Close to a first down is Tyler Conklin. Third down and 5. Boyle's pass incomplete in the vicinity of Conklin. Here's Greg Zuerlein. 27-yard attempt from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is good.
Like he tried to keep his helmet out of the tackle.
Second down and 6. Ritter's pass caught by Robinson.
Man,
taken down at the 32-yard line.
They can still run the ball if they want to and call a timeout after.
Ritter's pass complete. Robinson out of bounds. First down, clock stops.
Read on London.
First and goal from the 4. Ritter to the end zone. That pass incomplete. Smith, the tight end, the intended receiver. From the left hash, Pinion will place it down. Straight through from Koo. So the Falcons now lead the Jets 10-5. Thanks, Shannon. Boyle has completed 9 of 15 in his second start as a New York Jet. Fires downfield, and it's Garrett Wilson who makes the catch in Falcons territory. Boyle on fourth down. Wilson.
There you go.
Arthur Smith wins the challenge. Third down and 16 from the Falcons 34. Boyle's pass complete. Gibson. Not enough.
Identity for the offensive line. Everybody has to change to be more aggressive.
Here's Herline, 46-yard attempt. Jets pull to within 2.
No interceptions, no fumbles. It's a great job by Desmond Ridder.
Third down and 4. Ridder complete. Robinson picks up a first. Gardner from the 40-yard line. It's Robinson. And that is his best run of the day across midfield into New York Jets territory.
They should have called it because they called all the ticky-tack holding penalties today.
Here's Ridder on 3rd and 10. And the pass is caught by Pitts for an Atlanta first down.
A couple years ago, said, oh, she was young. I don't know if she would remember, and she really did.
She picked up on defense at a young. On 3rd down, pass incomplete, looking for Robinson. So here's Koo, a 42-yard attempt. He's missed only one field goal attempt all season. He's 23 of 24. And this one is good.
Oh, that's the offensive lineman serving as a tight end.
2nd down and 9. Play fake to Cook. And now Boyle looking for Wilson. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jesse Bates.
Okay, so throw out the record. You just want to get to home playoff.
Now Ridder under pressure. And it's Kyle Pitts.
This will put them in very close to field goal range.
Ridder on 3rd down, broken up. DJ Reed makes the play. His last NFL action and start was right here for the Bears last season.
Backer.
Falcons leading by 5. 3rd down and 10. Pressure on Simeon, hit from behind.
He might like the matchup of Pitts on Tony Adams.
There's Cordero Patterson, cuts to the outside, and he is run down by Jermaine Johnson. Second down and 11. Simeon over the middle, complete. From the 41 on 1st down, the fake to Hall. Simeon will take off.
When time is not our friend, or do we try to start taking shots?
Fake to Dalvin Cook. Simeon hit as he throws.
I think that's a fumble.
Loose. Falcons recover. But now the whistles from the official.
The ball was knocked loose before the quarterback's arm started forward. It is a fumble. It was recovered by Atlanta. It will be Atlanta's ball. 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. Please set the game clock to 2 minutes 47 seconds, please. 2:47. The clock will start on the snap. That is Atlanta's 2nd successful challenge. They have one more for the game.
Ridder rolling right on 3rd down. Steps up, slides.
Smart.
Down at the 49.
Wilson is right there. Go to him.
3rd down and 10. Simeon looking Wilson's way. There is a flag.
Clark Phillips.
Prior to the pass, holding. Defense, number 34. 5-yard penalty.
So a new set of
Here he is
downs
again.
for the Jets following the flag. Simeon on 1st down. This pass on the sidelines is caught in front of the Falcons bench by Xavier Gibson. 25-yard connection. Simeon under pressure, hit on 3rd down.
Ball's out.
Comes loose. Off the hit by Arnold Ebiketie. The Atlanta Falcons win their 2nd consecutive game all alone in 1st place. State Farm Game Break coming up next, and then America's Game of the Week. Most of you will see the 49ers and the Eagles. So the Jets once again did not score a touchdown, only 10 from their offense over the first 12 games.